Hi guys, welcome to the showroom. We're here in Kit Spares showroom. Kind of a bit of excitement going on here. I took a delivery about 2 hours ago and it's just been sat here waiting for it to be opened. I've pestered and pestered Rich and he's allowed me to do a quick unboxing, so I thought we'd video it and share it. So surrounded at the minute by the half chassis, which is almost done. And the showroom, as you can see, we've had some changes, but the real excitement's in this box. So some of you may guess what we've got in here. I'll give you a clue. It weighs about 35 kilo. So let's just get into it. Okay. So I'll give you a bit of a clue. This is going to be going into a factory built car. It's the first actual one of these that we've actually took delivery of, but we've got a few actually on order now. And going forward, it's quite exciting because, you know, I think we're going to see a lot more of these fitted to our cars. Okay. So, anyone guess what it is yet? It looks a similar size to something that may go attached to an engine. Okay, so what have we got? Well, we've got a little manual that talks us through all the different options and bits and bobs in there. Just like Christmas. Okay. Whoa, look at that beast. Wow, look at that for quality. These, I must say, every time you get to look at one of these or see one in the flesh, the quality of them is amazing. Okay, here we go. Okay, Sadev Type 9 spec gearbox. So these are designed primarily for 7 type cars. Obviously, it'll work directly as a replacement for the Type 9, including the original mount and the actual prop and prop length. But of course, this end, you've got an option of various different bell housing adapters. So you can run this with your, obviously, like the Z-Techs, your Pintos. This is going to be mated to a 2.5 Duratec. So we'll do a bell housing and a little adapter plate, which we're developing to go in here. But this is obviously your full sequential 6-speed dog box race stroke track day. And again, multiple options in terms of the gear options and final drive ratios. Yeah, so if we look at it a little bit closer, you've got this lovely billet shifter, which is just an absolute work of art. And then obviously on the engine, you've got a contactless gear position sensor. That goes direct to the ECU, so the ECU knows where it is for any closed loop flat shifting, also for your displays. You've got various different things, so it knows when it's in neutral. It's got a reverse switch. We've got oil temperature going into here. You get all your various different bits and bobs as well. But yeah, that is just an absolute thing of beauty. Oh, I've just got to get one of these for my car now, haven't I? Look at it. That is just beautiful. So it's obviously cast and then it's obviously precision machined. So this one going into the first car, the first phase that we're doing, it's just going to be actuated by the stick. I think the second phase, when the customer has the engine built with rods, cams, pistons, we'll potentially look to add the shift tech option, and we'll run paddle shifters, and that'll be air actuated. But yeah, I mean, the other thing to note with this is that's, you know, pretty light. I would say that is as light, if not lighter, than a normal Type 9 gearbox. You got your oil fill, you got your oil drain. Yeah, that is absolutely beautiful. Oh, I need to get one. So obviously it comes with some instruction manuals here. And this will detail a lot of the stuff in terms of the different ratios, the primary, idler gear, and then all your different options. But yeah, so keep an eye on this one. We will, as we get this car underway, the chassis is in production. Yeah, we'll do some updates. The first thing that we're going to do, because our Duratec engine sits at an angle, we're actually going to develop and put a spacer in here, which in turn will move the gearbox back about 20 mil, but it'll allow us to keep this in its upright position at the engine angled. And that a part of that is this shaft will be 20 mil longer, so that the clutch flywheel arrangement will all be the same. So yeah, keep an eye. It's going to be an interesting one.